Michigan Motorcycle Permit Practice Test 3.
Question 1. Before every ride, you should check your motorcycle's
chassis, lights, tires. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 2. Which of the following is not a way to increase your visibility at night?
Wear reflective clothing. Change your lane position. Use your low beam headlight. Increase your following distance.
Answer.
Use your low beam headlight.
Question 3. The best way to carry cargo on a motorcycle is to
secure the load with elastic cords. Distribute the load evenly. Keep the load forward. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 4. When passing another vehicle,
ride in the highest gear. You should ride close to the road edge. You must not exceed the speed limit. Turn on your hazard lights.
Answer.
You must not exceed the speed limit.
Question 5. How can you make your brake light more noticeable to others?
Use your high beam. Flash your brake light. Ride in lighted areas. Avoid tailgating.
Answer.
Flash your brake light.
Question 6. A motorcycle rider must maintain a minimum safe following distance of behind the vehicle ahead.
3 seconds. 1 second. 4 seconds. 2 seconds.
Answer.
2 seconds.
Question 7. When following another vehicle, the lane position is the best for being seen.
Right. Left or right. Center. Left.
Answer.
Center.
Question 8. You should check your mirrors when
stopped at an intersection. You're going to slow down. You are about to change lanes. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 9. If the front brake locks, what should you do?
Release the brake and apply it smoothly. Pull the kill engine switch. Release it, apply the rear brake only. Keep it applied until you come to a complete stop.
Answer.
Release the brake and apply it smoothly.
Question 10. The brake is the most important because it
front provides 70% of the braking power. Rear provides 70% of the braking power. Front is the emergency brake. Rear is the emergency brake.
Answer.
Front provides 70% of the braking power.
Question 11. Half of all motorcycle crashes are caused by
faulty traffic signals, not wearing proper gear, drivers entering the rider's right-of-way, driving while under the influence.
Answer.
Drivers entering the rider's right-of-way.
Question 12. Which of the following is important for riding safely on slippery surfaces?
Hold in the clutch. Lean back. Avoid sudden moves. Maintain or increase your speed.
Answer.
Avoid sudden moves.
Question 13. When should the staggered formation be used?
When passing as a group. Merging onto the highway. Through curves and turns. Long stretches of road.
Answer.
Long stretches of road.
Question 14. When sitting properly on a motorcycle, your arms should be
positioned with your hands above your elbows. At a 90-degree angle. Bend slightly. Positioned with your elbows locked.
Answer.
Bend slightly.
Question 15. If the rear tire goes flat while riding,
use engine braking. Stop with the front brake only. Stop with the rear brake only. Use both brakes to stop.
Answer.
Stop with the front brake only.
Question 16. While riding a motorcycle, you are considered legally intoxicated if
you have a blood alcohol concentration of 0.05% or more. You have had at least one drink. You have a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08% or more. If you had one drink and are over the age of 21.
Answer.
You have a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08% or more.
Question 17. What does the SIPOE driver judgment acronym stand for?
C. Identify, proceed, direct, examine. Scan, identify, predict, decide, execute. Scan, identify, proceed, direct, execute. C. Identify, predict, decides, examine.
Answer.
Scan, identify, predict, decide, execute.
Question 18. What can you do to help keep your balance in turns?
Pull in the clutch and coast. Keep your knees against the gas tank. Crouch down low. Slow down before the turn.
Answer.
Keep your knees against the gas tank.
Question 19. Which of the following affects your blood alcohol concentration?
All these answers are correct. How fast you drink. The number of drinks you've had. How much you weigh.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 20. When it is raining, what is the best lane position for a motorcycle?
Center or right. Center or left. Left or right? Center.
Answer.
Left or right?
Question 21. How can you prevent yourself from using too much throttle?
Only ride in lower gears. Keep the clutch pulled in. Start with your wrist raised. Start with your right wrist flat.
Answer.
Start with your right wrist flat.
Question 22. Where are the clutch and brake lever found on your motorcycle?
Both clutch and brake are on the right. Clutch is on the left and the brake is on the right. Clutch is on the right and the brake is on the left. Both clutch and brake are on the left.
Answer.
Clutch is on the left and the brake is on the right.
Question 23. Driving a motorcycle is than driving a car.
Less work during the day. Less work at night. More work. The same amount of work.
Answer.
More work.
Question 24. If you brake hard on a straightaway and your rear wheel locks,
keep the rear wheel locked until stopped. Release the brake and only use the front brake. Pull the kill engine switch. Release all brakes and coast to a stop.
Answer.
Keep the rear wheel locked until stopped.
Question 25. How can you ride safely on slippery surfaces?
Lean the opposite way of the motorcycle during turns. Ride on the most slippery portion of the lane. Reduce your speed and avoid sudden moves. Increase your speed to maintain balance.
Answer.
Reduce your speed and avoid sudden moves.
Question 26. In addition to downshifting when you slow or stop, you should also downshift
when you are descending a hill, while riding on a multi-lane road, whenever you pull in the clutch, when you need more power to accelerate.
Answer.
When you need more power to accelerate.
Question 27. The best position for traction while reining is
the shoulder of the road, the center lane position, the left lane position, in the tracks left by other drivers.
Answer.
In the tracks left by other drivers.
Question 28. If you can't avoid riding on a slippery surface, how should you proceed?
Ride in the most slippery part of the lane. Travel as slowly as possible and let your feet skim the surface. Walk your motorcycle across it. Stay relaxed and maintain speed.
Answer.
Travel as slowly as possible and let your feet skim the surface.
Question 29. You can initiate a swerve by
pressing the hand grip of the opposite direction you want to swerve. Downshifting gears. Pressing the hand grip of the direction you want to swerve. Applying the rear brake.
Answer.
Pressing the hand grip of the direction you want to swerve.
Question 30. The best clothing for making yourself visible is
dark and durable, bright and reflective, colorful and big, leather and tough.
Answer.
Bright and reflective.
Question 31. To turn your motorcycle, you should press on the hand grip in the direction of the turn and
lean the opposite direction of the turn. Keep your body straight. Pull in the clutch. Lean in the direction of the turn.
Answer.
Lean in the direction of the turn.
Question 32. Most motorcycle crashes happen
on short trips, on gravel roads, on long trips, in parking lots.
Answer.
On short trips.
Question 33. It is dangerous to ride beside a row of parked cars because
it decreases visibility. Traction is poor beside parked cars. Someone may open their door into your path. You may drive into a car.
Answer.
Someone may open their door into your path.
Question 34. Reflective clothing is important for safety
at night, in urban areas, during day and night, in rural areas only.
Answer.
During day and night.
Question 35. What is the most common type of motorcycle crash at an intersection?
Drivers entering the motorcycle's right-of-way. Drivers following too closely. Motorcycles exceeding the speed limit. Motorcycles not yielding to traffic in the intersection.
Answer.
Drivers entering the motorcycle's right-of-way.
Question 36. All of the following affect your blood alcohol concentration except
time of day, how fast you drink, the amount of alcohol, your weight.
Answer.
Time of day.
Question 37. If the rear wheel locks, you should
grab the front brake. Release the brake. Not release the brake. Increase the throttle.
Answer.
Not release the brake.
Question 38. When riding through a turn, you should turn
your head only. Your head and shoulders. Your eyes only. Your whole upper body.
Answer.
Your head only.
Question 39. As a motorcycle rider, how many positions do you have available in a single traffic lane?
4. 1. 2. 3.
Answer.
3.
Question 40. Generally, motorcycles require
more distance than a car to stop. The same amount of distance as a car to stop. More room to operate safely than cars. Less distance than a car to stop.
Answer.
The same amount of distance as a car to stop.
Question 41. If your front wheel locks, the best course of action is to
continue applying the brake. Use the rear brake only. Release the rear brake only. Release the brake and reapply it smoothly.
Answer.
Release the brake and reapply it smoothly.
Question 42. The majority of motorcycle crashes occur
in curves, at high speeds, on hills, at low speeds.
Answer.
At low speeds.
Question 43. Riding in the center lane position is best for
avoiding hazards from parked cars, being seen by the driver in front of you, changing lanes, preparing to pass other vehicles.
Answer.
Being seen by the driver in front of you.
Question 44. The location with the greatest chance of a collision with another vehicle is
at intersections, in parking lots, on hills, on curves.
Answer.
At intersections.
Question 45. By leaving a minimum of seconds between yourself and the vehicle in front of you, you ensure you have enough stopping distance.
5, 1, 2, 3.
Answer.
2.
Question 46. The safest way to use saddlebags is to
not carry a passenger at the same time. Only use one saddlebag at a time. Make sure all saddlebags are full. Distribute the weight evenly between them.
Answer.
Distribute the weight evenly between them.
Question 47. Before every lane change, you should
check your mirrors. Look over your shoulder. Check your blind spots. All of the above.
Answer.
All of the above.
Question 48. What is the safest braking method?
Alternating between using the front brake and the rear brake. Using only the rear brake. Using both front and rear brakes at the same time. Using only the front brake.
Answer.
Using both front and rear brakes at the same time.
Question 49. Where are a motorcycle's blind spots?
On the right only. On the left only. Motorcycles do not have blind spots. On the right and left of the motorcycle.
Answer.
On the right and left of the motorcycle.
Question 50. If an obstacle cannot be avoided and you must drive over it, approach it at a degree angle.
135, 90, 45, 25.
Answer:
90. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.